One side of a successful business is, of course, great products at great prices. The other side is actually customer service. So you must provide good customer service to your customers in order to actually have a successful business. Now, if you look on your online store, you'll actually find the search option right here. Now, this is something that's inbuilt by Magento Go system. And in this video tutorial, we'll have a look how to actually change and adjust this search box here in order to actually provide our customers a way of easily finding a product they're looking for. Alright, so I'm back into the dashboard of my store, and now we'll actually go and set some options for the search. To do so, first of all, we have to go to Systems. We'll go down to the Configuration. And in the configuration, we'll go and actually find the catalog section. The first option under the catalog section is actually catalog. When we click on this catalog, a new page will load up, and if you scroll down, you'll actually find catalog search. Okay, so those are the options, all the options that we have available in actually customizing our search. Alright, so the first thing is actually the minimum query length. So basically this will specify the minimum number of characters that a user can enter in this box here in order to actually start search. So by default this is actually set to 1. So basically if a customer does not enter anything in here, so no characters whatsoever, and tries to hit on go button, you can see that nothing will actually happen here. Alright, so let's go back and let's change this, for example, to 10 now. So once we change it, we have to go and hit on save config, and once the configuration is saved, we'll go back and, for example, I'll type in here red, and then I will hit on go. So you can actually see that it will say that the minimum search query is actually 10. However, it will actually give me some related words here, so wired or read. Alright, so let's go back now and actually put this to 1, just to make sure that when a customer, for example, searches for red, this will actually work. Alright, moving down, the next one is actually the maximum. So this is the maximum number of characters, or the maximum query length that a customer can actually type in this box right here. So by default it's actually set to 128. I'll change this and I'll put it to something like this. I'll put 10. I'll save this. And after that I'll actually go back to my online site and I'll try to type something that's actually more than 10 characters. So I'll just type some random characters like this, and then I will actually hit on go. So the first thing we'll see is actually it will say that no results were found, basically because I typed red and some random characters. But also down the bottom you'll see it will say that the maximum search query length is 10. And that our query was cut. So basically I typed more than 10 characters in here, but it will only consider the first 10 characters because my maximum length is actually set here to 10. Okay, so the important thing here is to make sure that your maximum query length is quite big enough for your users so they can actually type more characters that actually describe the product they're looking for. So I would probably suggest around 150 should be enough. So basically when a customer is, for example, looking for a USB flash disk, and maybe the customer does not really know the brand of this USB flash disk, and they can actually type if they know the color, so for example red, they know the actual housing of the USB flash disk, that it's made of metal, so they can type red, metal, 16 gig and whatnot. So you must allow your customers enough space, in a way, enough characters here to be typed to actually find the product they are looking for. Alright, so the next one is actually the words. How many words can a customer type in that little search box? So basically we're here saying that the maximum query is 150 characters and the maximum number of words is 10. So they can actually type 10 words describing that particular product, and they can actually go and hit on search, and they will actually get some search results. The next option is actually called the enable search suggestion. So we can either set this to yes, or we can go and select no. I would strongly suggest you actually do say yes here. So basically what this will do is, let's go back and now let's type in here, once again let's type just red and hit on go. Alright, so it will say that no results were found, and did you actually mean wired or read? So this is something similar, so this is a suggestion in a way that this is a suggestion to what you have typed in here. So are you actually trying to say you're looking for something that's called wired or read? So those are the suggestions here. So you can basically type in anything in here, and even if you mistype something, for example, if you're looking for a display and you actually spell it with an E at the end and you actually hit go, this will actually say, alright, are you actually looking for a display? So this is actually suggesting, or in a way correcting your search. So basically there is nothing that's called a display E, and it's actually saying, are you actually looking for a display? Now when you click on display, it will actually display all the actual products with a keyword of display in it. Alright, so that's something that's very good, and I would strongly suggest you put it to yes. Then you come to actually something that's called show results count for each suggestion, and let's say yes, for example, here, and let's go back and see what this will do to our search. So once again, I'll put display and maybe red, and straight away you can see that it's got this little red line here, meaning that you have misspelled something. So let's go and hit on go now, and actually we'll say that no results were found. Did you mean display or more? And basically we'll say that we have actually exceeded the maximum search length. So I actually forgot to hit on save. So once you change anything here, make sure that you actually save your configuration. So I'll just click on save config now. Alright, let's go now back to the store and actually type display E red. Now when I actually hit on go, I will actually find here the suggested terms. So there's two suggested terms when it comes to display, and there's one when it comes to actually red. So basically this word, these two results here are actually related to what you have typed in here. So I have typed display E with an E at the end, and it's saying that did you actually mean display? And if you did mean display, I have two of those, and I have actually typed red, and it's actually saying did you actually mean wired, because I have one product here that's actually got wired in it. So basically if you hit on wired, you will come to that product that actually has a word wired in it. Alright, going back, moving down, you'll come to enable search recommendations, and basically I would leave this as yes. So this is how you would actually tweak or set up the search option within your online Magento Go. Now I would strongly suggest that you go through all this, even though it's got some pretty good default values, but I would probably change this. I think by default it's set to 128. I would just expand it a bit more and give our customers a bit more room to actually search for what they're looking for, and basically make sure that all of these three options are set in order to actually get your recommendations such as this. So basically we have mistyped the display here on purpose, and it's actually saying alright, did you mean actually display, because I have two items with the word display in them, and for the red it's saying alright, did you actually mean wired, because I have one actual item with the word wired in it. Alright, so make sure all of this is actually set up just in order to make sure that your customers can easily find what they're looking for on your website, and basically by doing that you are improving your customer service.